Welcome back to another episode of the Career Mode here on FC24 with Real Madrid. We are into the January transfer window of Season 2. Last episode, we lost against Bayern Leverkusen 2-1, which means we had to play that final game against Benfica, and all we had to do was win and go in, and that's exactly what we do, and we did it in fashion as well, a 5-0 win. And talking about big wins, we also played Villarreal, the only team at that point who was still undefeated, that still didn't have a loss in that loss column. We gave them their first loss of the season, thumping them 8-1. Our biggest win of the season. I believe our biggest win in our whole job here. I believe I can check this right. Our biggest win, 8-1 versus Real, which was in December 24. That was literally yesterday's episode. We are now in the transfer window. There is one player I want to sign, but I honestly, there's no room for him, seeing as we have so many midfielders. We have so many midfielders. We have Merino, who's just riding on the reserves. We have Bernardo Silva, Bellingham, Mendy. We would have to get rid of one of these three big guys and possibly even get rid of Bernardo Silva as well to bring somebody in. But I'm just going to say now, I wanted to bring in Florian Wirtz. I have no reason to bring him in. I have nowhere for him to go. So we might have to just look the other way for him. We obviously still have Salah at the club, who is 87 overall now. Once he leaves, I'm honestly thinking I might bring in Bukayo Saka next season if there is a next season. Mbappe has 34 goals. He only needs 16 goals to reach that 50 goal mark, in which I said I would sell him if we don't reach 50 goals. Y'all kind of agreed with me last time I checked the poll. It was pretty much all yeses. I don't think there was a single no, which is great to see there. So puts the pressure on him. In fact, there is a couple no's. It's 77% yes, 13% no. Or 23% or whatever the math is there. So yeah, in today's episode, we have the start of the Copa de España, in which I think we got knocked out the first round last season, which was unfortunate. We are going to look to go ahead and win this whole thing, so we're going to put some emphasis on that. We also have the Super Cup semifinals against RC Celta Vigo. We are probably going to watch through this game and then play the final if we get to the final against either Atletico Madrid or Barcelona in the El Clasico. There's also Villarreal at the end of the month that we might play again. Now, Levante have 11 points in the league, so if we lose this, there's a real problem in this training camp. Oh, my Lord, we actually lost. We actually lost. Danny Gomez and Ray scored. Mbappe scores a consolation goal in the 88th minute, and we don't deserve to lose that game. Holy cow. 7 shots, 5 chances, 2 chances. They score on both of their chances there. Wow, so it was domination out of us. We just couldn't score, apparently. Now put us a step further back to try and catching Barcelona in the league now. That is not good at all. And we go ahead and loan out Guler. Is this Guler? This should be Guler, right? I think we loaned out Guler. He went he actually went to Barcelona. Wow, we had multiple loan offers for him. I guess he wanted Barcelona, so he's going over to Barcelona. It does say 2-year loan deal. That might be true. That might not be true. I mean, we won't be here for 2 years. We also loaned out even for Nada for 6 months for the rest of the season to Real Sociedad. And now we have to play against Cadiz. This is our starting 11. It's Vinny Jr., Mbappe, Rodrigo, Bellingham, Mendy, Silva, and in fact, we are not going to start Mbappe. We are going to give Alvarez a start here. We are going to give Kepa the start in net as well, seeing as we don't really play him too much. We could play the full second team, to be honest. We probably should play the full second team. And in fact, are we going to play the full second team? We are going to play the full second team. I know I just said I want to win this thing, so playing the full second team is a big old risk, but what's the point of not taking a risk here? We are going to go ahead and take a massive risk and try and get a win here. Let's get to it. The full second team: Bargi, Alvarez, Rodrigo, Silva, Camavinga, Merino, Garcia, Diamande, Militao, Martinez, and Kepa. Obviously it would be Fresnada, but Fresnada is now gone. Diamande heads it down for Rodrigo. Rodrigo now into Bernardo, actually into Alvarez. Alvarez into Merino. Merino over the top for Bargi. Bargi has to win the header. He does. Finds Alvarez into Bernardo Silva. Saved by the keeper and out for another corner. And we'll just go ahead and whip it in the box this time. In for Camavinga! 1-0 for Real Madrid. Camavinga gets the first goal of the game here. It's taken us 25 minutes. But we've been on top of them the whole entire game. It was just a matter of time of when it was going to come. Rodrigo will whip it in on this side. In for Marino. No point of playing short corners anymore. It's 2-0 for Real Madrid. And we score back-to-back corners. This time, Mikel Merino gets onto his head onto it. What? Corner comes in. Can they score from their own corner? They might be able to. They do. A header to the back post. Kepa can't save that. Anybody marking the back post just didn't read that at all. And they cut the lead in half. It's 2-1 now. Marino out wide to Alvarez. Alvarez now on the ball. Still with Julian Alvarez. He'll cut back into Bernardo Silva. 3-1. And we restore that 2-goal lead here early into the second half. And that is a 3-1 convincing win over Cadiz here in the round of 32 of the Copa de España. We move on now to the Supercopa. And we'll go ahead and make a big decision here. We sell Ferland Mendy over to Tottenham for around 40 million. I think it was around 38 million if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 38.5 million. He gets sold to Tottenham. So there is one area that we can actually make a purchase in this transfer window that I did have my eyes on at the beginning of the season. We just didn't pull the trigger, and now we are. And we go ahead and bring in Canadian left back over from Bayern Munich. He's currently at Man City on a save. Alphonso Davies joins the squad here. He'll join Kylian Mbappe. He will join with our back line now. And Alphonso Davies will be our new #1 left back. We go ahead and loan out Rooney Bargi to Girona for 2 years. It's probably going to end up being 6 months, but he has been loaned out for a 6-month time period. With Salah coming in, he hasn't really been getting too much game time, and I don't really want to be playing him on the left. Even though he did decently there against Cadiz, I think it was the right time to loan him out and let him get some more game time, some hopefully regular game time as well. This is your starting 11 to take on Celta Vigo in the Super Cup semifinal. It's at home at the Bernabeu. We will go ahead and watch through it, and we'll jump in if need be. But first, look at Alphonso Davies as our new left back. Let's see what he can do. They might be behind her. Hugo Courtois with the save, but he spills it. Forced to make another save. It's out for a corner. Mbappe! Wasn't paying attention for 1 second. And the man gets it done. It's Mbappe to open the scoring here on the other side of the field. It's 1-0 for Real Madrid here over Celta Vigo. Vinny Jr., a great ball to Mbappe. Nobody is marking him at all. You just don't do that with Mbappe. You got to have somebody on him pretty much 24/7. Even if you're attacking, you got to have somebody marking Mbappe. It's 1-0. Mbappe's in behind again. Here comes Mbappe with the second right after his first. It's 2-0. They can't stop this man. I mean, nobody can, but even the computer can't stop him. It's 2-0. Did that go in? Oh, I thought he was actually going to be able to clear that. Rudiger headed it into the corner. The keeper, I think he got a hand to it, and it went towards the back post, in which the defender, all he had to do was just put his foot to it. He tried to control it, and he controlled it inside his net. And it's going to be an own goal now. It's 3-0. Wow. Mohamed Salah down the right-hand side. Mohamed Salah crossed in. Valverde can't get to it. Defender got to it first. Valverde gets it back. Trying to find Mbappe, who I think was offside. The clearance. Vinny Jr. got touched to that somehow. And it's Vinicius just carrying it to the byline. Into Valverde now. And Valverde into Bellingham. Saved. Mbappe. Rebound. Goal. 4-0 for Real Madrid. Kylian Mbappe gets it after a mess of a situation in the box there. And it's 4-0. And we are just going to go ahead and just jump to the end here, seeing as we're at 4-0. And we end the game there at 4-0. A great, great win there. We are now in the Supercopa final against one of the big clubs. Either Madrid or Barcelona. It's going to be the Madrid derby. The Supercopa final here against Atletico Madrid. Vinny Jr., Mbappe, Salah, big 11 here. Davies, our first look at of us playing with them. Bellingham over the top for Valverde. Can he find Mbappe? Hey, 1-0 for Real Madrid. This guy's a cheat code. This guy is a little cheat code. It's like playing this game on beginner. As if career wasn't easy enough. Just sign Mbappe and you're good for life. Griezmann, Saliba, Tchouaméni, Bellingham. Over the top for Kylian now. Kylian touch. Get around the defender. Kylian now. Make it 2-0 for yourself. No, saved. Salah on the rebound maybe. Mohamed Salah. Valverde. Valverde saved down for a quarter. Valverde on the corner. Mbappito, no. Saliba puts it back out for Valverde. Valverde crossed in for Mbappe. It's too many men in the box. Is Vinny Jr. now trying to win the ball back? He will. Tchouaméni. Jude Bellingham. Back to Tchouaméni. To Bellingham. To Valverde. Valverde shot blocked from distance. Out for another corner here. Valverde. Mbappito, no. Mohamed Salah on the rebound. Can he hit that down to a Real Madrid player? No, but Atletico Madrid can. Now Bellingham over the top for Vinny Jr. Vinny Jr. Davies. Mbappito. Mbappito. Mbappito! Blocked again. Another corner. We're going to go short this time. Valverde into Mohamed Salah. Back to Valverde. Crossed in now for Rudiger, maybe no. Tchouaméni on the second ball. On the third ball even, no. He's okay. Zafries, Iglesias, Courtois saves. And we will go in halftime up 1-0. I feel like we should deserve a bigger lead than that after not scoring on any of those corners at all. But it's 1-0 for Real Madrid. 45 minutes left to go until we're back-to-back Supercopa champions. Cross comes in. Courtois should have grabbed it. He didn't. Salah got his way. He still ended up getting it. And now here comes Mbappe into Vinny Jr. And Vinny Jr. is going to use his pace to get away from anyone that might be threatening him to stop him, except Oblak. He's the only man that can, but he can't stop Mbappe. It's 2-0. And we might have just lifted our another trophy, and our second Super Cup trophy of this career here at Real Madrid. It's 2-0. Counterattacks are blessed out here for Real Madrid. Morata! Maybe a consolation goal. Maybe a way back into the game. There's 5 minutes left to go. Valverde into Mbappito. Over the top for Rodrigo. Rodrigo back to Mbappito. Mbappito is into Bellingham. Bellingham trying to lay it off to Valverde. Can't do so. And that is game over. We will lift our second Supercopa trophy here with Real Madrid. Back-to-back winners. I believe we took down Real Madrid last season, or Barcelona last season. This time we take out Atletico Madrid here in the final. And it's an Mbappe brace to get the win. It's 2-1 win here. Do we care about the trophy celebration of a Supercopa? No. We just don't. Osasuna in the league. This is a good test because... Actually, no, it's not a good test because we don't play them in the league. Never mind. 2-1 win. Mbappe and Valverde winners. It seems we have been hit by some type of injury bug. Mohamed Salah is only out for 7 days, but he has a dead leg calf, so he'll be fit in 3 days. He's obviously out injured for 7, though, with the email that I just received. We also get a big loss for the next 3 months. Or 205 months. Hold on. Let me relog this save. There's no way that's 205 months. Now, going into the next round of the Copa de España, we lose 2 of our biggest players. Actually, well, one of our biggest players, but a loanee. We lose in Mohamed Salah, and in fact, he might be fit enough in time for the game. I'm not quite sure how long the game is until. It's only a couple days. He might be fit, but a dead leg calf, he is out. However, a big injury that we have just received through the emails is Kylian Mbappe is out with a broken toe. He'll be 100 fit in 2 months. He's more than likely out for 3 months. That's how normally broken toes are, is normally 3 months, so maybe a little bit of a luck there if it is only 2 months, but he is out for both legs of this first round of this Champions League against Inter Milan. Do we play Inter Milan first leg or is it Napoli? It is Inter Milan. So he's out until around. Honestly, he's probably out around until maybe mid-April, which is concerning because he might even miss. He might even miss a first leg or 2 legs here the next round if we get past Inter Milan. So that'll be interesting. And in fact, Solid won't play this game at all. He's out against Elche. We are going to go ahead and simulate through this game here against Elche. We'll jump in if need be. Vinny Jr. opens the scoring up here in the 12th minute. 1-0. And Jude Bellingham makes it 2-0 right before the break. We might be going to the quarterfinals of the Champions League of the Copa de España here. And Julian Alvarez will make it 3-0. It's time for him to step up big as well to fill in the shoes of Kylian Mbappe. We needed another striker to at least have on the bench, so we bring in Brian Robbery for a 6-month loan. Obviously, he'll only be in use for 3 months while Kylian Mbappe is injured and training to get back to full fitness, so he will be good. He's obviously being a backup option for Julian Alvarez at the moment, but we kind of needed to bring somebody in to at least fill in Mbappe's shoes, or at least Alvarez's shoes on the bench for these next 3 months, and honestly just had to be Brian Barber. He's quick, he's fast on the ball, he's good shooting, and he'll come in for Newcastle for a 6-month loan period that will only feel like 3 months, to be honest. And that is all the business we are doing on this January transfer window. So we bring in Alphonso Davies, and then we bring in Brian Barber on the 3-month/6-month loan, and that is going to be the end of this episode. How many games did I play? Oh my god. We only played, what, 2 games? We obviously watched the first game against Cadiz. We played the Supercopa. We played the... No, did we? We watched the Supercopa. We played the Cadiz game. We played the Atletico Madrid game, and we simulated through Elche. But the recording is already a lot longer than what it should be for a normal episode. When we come back, we have Villarreal in the league. We also have Villarreal in the cup. I believe this is a 2-leg thing, right? At this point, it is a 2-leg cup thing. No, it's not. It's a round after that. Then it goes to 2 legs. So back-to-back Villarreal games. See if we can continue our win streak there, as we now are 3 points behind Barcelona. So Barcelona had to drop points somewhere in between the games, in between this month of January after our loss. So we kind of got lucky with that. We also have probably only the first leg of the Inter Milan game. If we play both of these games against Villarreal, I will see y'all there for next episode. Leave a like, subscribe, and we'll be back on Monday. Peace out.